this is Morgan Doremus from RT Book Reviews, and I'm joined today with Stephanie Lawrence, who's all the way around the world in Australia. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Morgan. How are you?
I'm doing great. As you can see, I'm wearing my teal today because we're here to talk about a really, really important project you're working on with your publisher, Avon, and it's called the K.I.S.S program. Can you explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, K.I.S.S is K.I.S.S and Teal campaign, and K.I.S.S stands for Know the Important Signs and Symptoms of Ovarian Cancer. The whole purpose of the campaign is to raise awareness of ovarian cancer among women. The point being to try and raise awareness in the same way we did for breast cancer many years ago. And now, of course, the mortality with breast cancer is much improved. So we want to try and do the same with ovarian cancer.
Excellent. Well, let's hear it. What are the important signs and symptoms that women should look for ovarian cancer?
Okay, the whole problem with ovarian cancer is the signs and symptoms are very subtle, but they are there. The four things to watch for are bloating, abdominal pain, finding that you eat a very little amount but suddenly you feel very, very full, and also the same sort of urinary problems that pregnant women have. So it's really the same sorts of symptoms, if you like, that you get with pregnancy. But these are symptoms that persist. You know, you may get these sorts of things occasionally, but they go away within a day or so. But if you have them persisting, then these sorts of signs and symptoms are things that perhaps you should go to see a doctor about.
Now, this is actually not the first time that you have fought cancer, if you will. You're a scientist who's actually worked in immunology and genetics to stop the spread of cancer.
Well, I was a senior researcher in a cancer research institute in my, as I call it, previous life, before I became a full-time writer. And as part of that, my laboratory worked on ovarian cancer. So it's really a bit of a blast from the past for me to be back looking at things that I remember very well.
And you've got a really interesting in to your audience, because as a romance author, the majority of women reading your books, you know, they could be of the age where you really have to start watching for the symptoms. And so it's really interesting that you're using your platform to really reach your fans and to really join with your publisher to help out your readers.
Well, that's right. We want to spread the message, and also, of course, as that little logo on the book shows, every book sold, part of the proceeds will go to the Ovarian Cancer National Alliance to help spread the word further.
Well, speaking of the book, you know I can't let you go without asking about your newest romance novel, of course. We're huge fans at RT. We love you. You write mainly historicals, or all historicals now. And there's been one family that we've been following for quite a while. Can you tell us where your family's at?
Where it came from?
Well, no, the Sinisters in general, like where we're really working on God, we've seen over 20 of them have their happily ever afters now. Is that correct?
Almost that. Not quite. This book, I think, is number 15. No, it'll be number 17 altogether if you add them all. So, yes, we're heading along. These are the three sisters who are actually part of the original cousins. So we finally got to the girls. They've been hanging on the family tree, growing older, maturing until they're of the right age to marry. So that's where we are now.
And I'm really excited. You have one coming out, and it's going to be Eliza's story, and I'm really excited for that one because her hero's a little bit different from some of the other heroes we might have seen, and that is that he is just a gentleman. He's not nobility. He doesn't have a title, which I think is really interesting.
Yes, so it was an opportunity to go back and pick up another character from another book. He actually first appeared in The Lady Chosen, which was the Bastion Club books. And so I picked him up because he was such an interesting character. And it was just a perfect combination of him and Eliza. So that's how that one came about.
Well, you have to tell me what's going to be coming up next after we meet Eliza, after we have Breckenridge, the story that you have available right now. What else can we expect?
Well, the third and final book in the trilogy is the youngest sister, Angelica, and that one is The Capture of the Earl of Glencray. That's coming next February. And I'm just finishing that book, actually, and it's been an enormous sort of adventure for me as well to find out exactly how everything turns out.
Well, we can't wait over at RT, and I know our readers can't wait to also find out how you wrap everything up. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you, Morgan.